Hello everyone and welcome to MacMania episode 50 of the 18th of October, November 2012. And wow, our 50th episode. We are already here. We're not going to do any big episode, by the way, but it is our 50th episode. And well, I should ask Mark Knight from the Mr. Mark UK1 channel what he thinks about our 50th episode. Hello Mark, what do you think about it?
Hi, I think it's brilliant. It's amazing that we've got to 50 now. It's just gone so fast. This is unbelievable.
And well, this time last year we were doing what, episode 7, 8, something like that.
Yeah.
Which was yeah, and wow, a show that Mark made, by the way, was his idea to make it, and it's here 50th episode. And Elliot, who joined this year from the Legend Elliot 94 channel, welcome Elliot.
Hello.
We have had a go on now, Elliot.
What? Nah.
What do you think about our 50th episode on MacMania?
Oh yeah.
Very good. I'm glad to be here.
Well, we have had people join and we've had people join and come back, like Lee, who's left. I don't know if he's coming back or not. Dan, who's left. Robert, who just comes on whenever he feels like it. But I've just actually worked out our 55th episode will be our Christmas special.
Ooh.
So.
Wow, really? Yeah. So that means. So what was it? 55th. So that's 5 more weeks into our Christmas episode. That's pretty much 5 more weeks until Christmas. And that gets us on to our next subject. The 23rd of December is going to be our Christmas edition. We haven't worked out a time. We're still trying to get guests and stuff. We're still working that out. But we will bring you the time. It should be around the same time. I'm hoping 9:30 in the UK, 8:30 in Australia.
Well, I'll get an alarm clock for Robert to wake up for that time. Because Robert will not wake up. He'll just be on the shit show or on the in bed on the toilet.
Yeah.
His toilet in his bedroom.
Jeez. Wow. But yeah, the 23rd, which means that the 16th, I believe, is the date before the 23rd, the Sunday before. That will be our prediction show. So we will go on that, like we did last year. We did our prediction show before the Christmas show. So basically, our prediction show. Elliot, Mark, myself will go through and tell you what we think will happen in 2013 for Apple, and well, there'll be a lot of interesting things that might happen for Apple.
Elliot.
That's to talk about our prediction show. We have a phone ringing there.
It ain't me.
That's some dates to remember. The 54th episode is our prediction show, and the 23rd is our Christmas show, which we'll start putting together some Christmas quizzes like we did last year, and all of that. And also coming soon, we're going to start planning our best bits as well very shortly. We need to get that on a roll because that's something I wanted to do last year, but it never happened. Kind of lost a bit of track, but hopefully it happens this year. Okay, all right. I wanted to bring up something in the show, and this is not really anything to do with Apple, but it is to do with the tech as well. I went to Northgate. Northgate is a shopping centre here, in a town that people think is not a very good town here in Hobart. It's called Glenorchy. A bogan town is what people say. I'm probably going to get bashed now for saying that, but anyway. I went to the bank, and basically I had to go to the bank and put some money in and all that. Basically sat at a desk and a lady was using the computer. She was using a Windows XP computer, which fascinated me because I was wondering, why is she using a Windows XP computer? It's a bit old now, Windows XP. It's a few years old now. I went into a shop. I'm not going to name what shop it was, but I did go into a shop. They were using Windows XP computers as well. Why is shopping centres using Windows XP computers still when Windows 8 is now out, which Elliot now has and reviewed a couple of weeks ago? Why Windows XP must be still very common in the shopping industry, because they're not using, like, Vista is after that, and then 7, and then 8, and they're still using Windows XP. What's your thoughts, and why do you think some shopping centres are still using XP?
I think it might be because it's expensive. I go to a youth club on Thursday nights, and they still have XP actually on the computers. They do, and it's because they can't afford it. They're waiting for something proper. They weren't going to get Vista because they said Vista was not good, so they're just waiting for 7 to come out.
No.
7 was going to come out.
I think that's what's caused it a little bit is because of Vista. I think they want to upgrade, and this could be something that they think. Is that they wanted to upgrade, but they didn't want to upgrade to Vista. They want to upgrade to something like 7 or maybe even Windows 8. But they don't want to have Vista, and they think maybe that you have to update to Vista before updating to 7, and then before to update Windows 8. That could be the thought in the head. I don't know, do we reckon Windows 8 is shopping industry worth like, you reckon?
No.
No, like it's the touch interface. No, that's what I thought. Like I haven't used it, so I'm not really going to go right into detail what I think, but I don't think a touch detail. But there's nothing wrong with Windows XP. Windows 7 is probably best go as well. Definitely wouldn't recommend Vista for any of the shopping centres, but yeah, Windows XP still being used in the shopping industry. That's interesting. What do you think, Elliot?
Well, I think it's just the fact that it's working, so why update? Because
Oh, yeah, that's probably.
I mean, my dad
Maybe.
Go on.
Oh no, you go. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, my dad's old work. They up till 2009, they were using Windows 95.
Wow. And yeah, and people from probably still today, and I'm sure there's someone out there that still uses Windows 95. Like I used Windows 95. Well, I think it might have been 98 for quite a while. With an old computer which I don't have anymore. I'm still on Vista, by the way, so because I've got a crappy computer and upgrading it's not going to happen. But maybe also just another reason as well that Windows XP maybe is capable. Like, have we ever heard of Windows XP mode? Because that's a program that's down that Microsoft released to basically allow you to run programs that you cannot run on an operating system. So that could be the reason as well. Maybe there's not certain programs they're not capable of running on, because obviously these shopping centres, they use programs to scan stuff, and obviously these banks use a program obviously to put the bank through and all that, and to close cards and all that. So Windows XP probably is still usable. Do we reckon though shopping centres will upgrade in a few years' time, or possibly in 10 years' time they'll be upgraded to something different? Yeah.
I think well they'd have to,
bring that up.
because the security, like the viruses and all that sort of stuff. So.
Just thought I'd bring that up. It's just an interesting thing I thought I'd mention. Just an interesting thing I thought, and when I was thinking of this, I thought, well, why not mention it on MacMania? So tell us. So that could be our question of the week this week. Why do you think Windows XP is still common in the shopping industry? And it's not just the two shops that I went to, or the bank and the shop. There's plenty of other shops that are still using Windows XP as well for their business. Okay. All right, moving on to a bit of news. I'm just trying to find it here. What is the chances? Still, we haven't heard much about this, and I think we have, but we haven't talked about this for a while. We've talked about this before, about Apple TV, about the actual TV, not the box, but the actual TV. What are the chances of that happening in 2013? It's getting closer. People have predicted that's going to happen in 2013. Could we see it in January, possibly?
Possibly.
What do we think?
Possibly we could see it. We could see it possibly. I don't know. It is interesting to see. I don't know. Obviously, Lee was the one who mentioned it. We could see it, yeah. It could be seen. I could actually see it making a TV, to be honest with you, yeah.
Something with some kind of voice recognition, a TV iOS, something like that. I think Apple, if they're going to do this, and they're going to do it in 2013, they've got to bring it out in January, because that's the time CES is on, that's where all the other TVs are showcased. The new TVs, these Samsung TVs, these other TVs that have been showcased at CES. They're not at CES anymore, but this is when they need to stand up, put a press conference, not a press conference, a keynote on, and announce this, because they need to get this out, because otherwise they're going to start losing touch, and they're not going to be they're not going to be in the business. If they're going to do it, they need to be in the business month of TV, which is January.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I want to say something in a minute when we all finish. Are you finished with that subject?
Oh, well, do you want to add anything, Elliot?
Not to that. Well, Elliot, did you?
No, I think it's the same. January.
I don't want to add anything.
It's got to be coming in January.
It has to be, unless they're going to wait. But January is the time of TVs. Mark.
Well, the other day, I went into my local electrical store and I went to have a look at the iPad mini. So I've not actually seen it yet, and Elliot's video has gone off somehow. Anyway, so I went to look at the iPad mini, and obviously they had none on show. They only had the iPad 2 and the new iPad. They haven't even got the iPad 4 out. And yeah, because video's gone. Anyway, so I asked a member of staff about the iPad mini and said, did you want to see it? But they brought it up to me, and it's ever so tiny.
Yeah.
It's the smallest thing ever. It's like unbelievable, because obviously I had it in my hands. You could hold it with one hand, the iPad mini, and it's so weird compared to the big iPad. It is pretty expensive, and it's like really weird. Obviously I didn't have a full play with it. There's staff surrounded me, so obviously I didn't want to like start playing with Siri or anything.
Hey, Mark.
But talking to Siri, yeah.
Yeah, you notice how light it is.
Yes, it was very light. Yeah. My signal's going.
I did see one on the weekend. I did see one, and I didn't get a good look at what you would have, Mark. Dad didn't even want to stop. He just went past, and well, because I wanted to get a game, and it was cheap. But anyway, enough about that. I actually did see it, and I know how small it is. It's actually smaller than you wouldn't guess, like on a TV ad or anything. It's that small, but it is. I was watching a video the other day, and this is still in the iPad mini direction. About this is a girl. She did a shout out to Chris Perillo, and then that led me to all her other videos. And she had an intro, and she said she's going to get an iPad mini for Christmas. And she said once she's got her iPad mini, she's going to start doing YouTube videos and all that on that. And I don't know, editing, I guess. I'm not sure. I asked her if she's going to get iMovie. I'm not sure if she's replied to me yet, but it's only like a little girl or something like that, something around 10 or something. I don't know how old she is. She's
10?
Young. She's young.
She should be on
She's
YouTube.
Young. Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what age she is. She might be 12. I'm not sure. But is the iPad mini really that capable of doing stuff like YouTube and stuff like not like I mean fair dinkum. I mean when I say YouTube, I mean fair dinkum editing, not uploading. Like it's capable of uploading a video, taking a picture. It's got a pretty good camera on it.
Oh, definitely, yes. I never got to play the camera, but I don't think the iPad mini is probably as good to edit videos like the iPad is, regular size one. But I guess you could do daily vlogs with them. But it's just the iPad mini is just too small. You couldn't even go, I want to try and edit a video. It's hard enough. I find it hard with the trackpad trying to edit a video. I have to use a mouse.
You've got to have a big screen, and this also brings me to another point. Now, the IT teacher, as you know, we have iPads at school. We get provided with iPads. It's only the grade 9 and 10s that get the iPads this year. Grade 10s leave in about a week and a half, and the grade 8s they're probably going to get iPads next year. And they've been mentioned that the IT teacher is thinking of giving them iPad minis this year. And I was having a chat to one of my friends. The teacher did say, the IT, whatever he is, said that. And I said, well, maybe I'd rather get an iPad 2 than an iPad mini. But then he made a point about, it's better because it's got Siri and that on it. I don't know if Siri really helps you with school. Like, it's only opening apps and searching stuff on the web. I guess you're not going to have everyone in a classroom talking to Siri. But what do you think? In a school environment? In a school environment for an IT manager to pick, would you rather pick an iPad 2 or an iPad mini if you were at the school?
If I would actually pick the iPad 2 only because it's much bigger. I want an iPad mini only because it's something little and light. But if it was a school, I'd rather have an iPad 2 because it's so bigger you can work with. You can actually go on Notepad and start typing around.
That's what. I don't think in an iPad mini you're going to get... Like, I really love doing work on this, but I don't think you're going to get a real work atmosphere on an iPad mini. They're just too small, and they're just... Like, no, they're just too small. Like, it's good. It can help you with work and stuff, but it's not really the big thing. Really, I don't think a school should really be looking into having an iPad mini. If it has, so what, it has Siri. That doesn't really matter. What else do they say? Retina? No, it doesn't have the Retina display. No, sorry. I guess a better camera, but really, I'd rather the bigger screen. Really. And I don't know. I'd probably rather an iPad 4 really for the grade 8s, but they're coming into grade 9 next year. But I don't think you're going to spend that much money on an iPad 4. So anyway.
When I was in that electrical store, I also looked at the iPod 5, and I went to go and test that Siri. So I hold down the home button, and it comes out voice control. Siri never came up.
And I can tell you about that. If you and people have done that. If you go into the settings on your iPod and go to General, you've then got Siri. Make sure it's turned on. If it's turned off, and I'm going to turn it off right now. I'm just going to turn it off. The information Siri uses to respond to your request will be removed from Apple's service. If you want to, I turned it off for just for this demonstration. Actually, no, we'll take it. But yeah, it would have been turned off, Mark, because it would have been turned off. Because sometimes it is turned off. I don't know why, but yeah, next time you go and see that, go to settings and go to general and go to Siri.
Right.
I would have done that demonstration, but apparently it takes a while to receive, and I like using Siri, so. But yeah, that would have been the reason, I reckon. But yeah, and then voice control will be on. That would have been the reason. But using the iPod Touch, this is getting a bit off track to a new topic now, but using the iPod Touch, what did you think of it, Mark? Did you use it for a while? Or?
I used it for a bit. It seemed okay. Much lighter compared to my one. Actually, hold it. It's much thinner than my one. The camera looks okay. It looks really, really bright. And just brown. It looks really good on it. So yeah. I like it.
Yeah, I've been using
the camera.
I've been using that wrist strip a lot this week, and I've been using. If you go to Instagram and search my nickname, which is ep50, you'll see I've taken a few pictures. There's one of my cat, there's one of me. I've actually been taking a lot of pictures of this. It's actually pretty good quality, this camera, and definitely the back camera is pretty good quality. I'd probably recommend this for not a real photography, but if you want to just take shots and that, I'd recommend. If you want to have a pocket kind of camera, I would recommend an iPod Touch. It's so good with the camera, very good. You reckon you'll get one, Mark? Or are you going to stick with the iPad Mini like you said?
I think I'm going to stick with the iPad Mini.
Alright, fair enough.
Lee, I was actually talking to Lee the other day, and he said he can't see the point in the iPad Mini. I'm not sure what's the point. You should get a regular iPad.
Well, I know. It was not really going to... We didn't think it was going to happen. Steve Jobs did say there's no market for these kind of tablets. So I don't know what changed Apple's mind. I guess Tim Cook wanted to do something to compete with the Nexus. But anyway, I've got a story here. Something about... hang on. Just trying to find it here. So there's just a story here just about Messages beta for iOS X Lion next month has been killed. I'll read this out. This is by Computer World. Apple has told owners running OS X Lion that the beta of Messages, its replacement for both the older iChat instant messaging service and MSS, short message service if you want to have you want to know what they mean. Texting will expire December 14th. To keep using the service, customers must upgrade to OS X Line. Emails announcing the shut-off begin reaching Line users last week. So it looks like that messages is going to be only for Line by reading that.
Well, that's right, I've got my own line on my computer.
And it's in beta apparently. I didn't really know that, the messages, but anyway, that's a story there. And also a bit on the maps, Apple's Maps turn by turn. This is by the Sunday Morning Herald. Will turn by turn sat nav directions help restore Australia's confidence in Apple Maps? Yeah, Australia has a bit of a big deal with maps because they did leave some of the parts of Australia out. Are we seeing a bit of an improvement in maps? Has anyone been using it lately, maps? I remember that big problem that Apple had with maps. They're obviously still working to get it. And yeah, it says here, as Apple works hard to improve Apple Maps. When do you reckon we'll see an update on Apple Maps? Elliot, Mark?
Hopefully next year, I believe, in the next updates.
Do you really think it'll be next year? Do you reckon that's a bit too late, or because obviously there's more maps apps out there? Do you reckon that'd be a bit too late, or?
I don't know. It's just one of these things. What happened will happen. Obviously, so I reckon. Hopefully before. I don't think before Christmas, because obviously Christmas seasons are coming up.
Maybe after Christmas.
Yeah.
We'll see iOS 6.2 out, and maybe just a minor update on it. Maybe just to obviously it takes a bit of time to get these things right. Obviously you've got to go across the globe to get all the pictures. And so it will be.
Oh, Mark. Oh, Maps knows where I am.
Okay, all right. I think that's it for the news. We'll get into the app of the week. The video's gone on both of you. So hopefully that comes in. Who has an app of the week for this week?
I do.
I don't have. No, I don't.
All right. Well, we'll get Elliot to do his app of the week, and maybe you can find one, Mark.
Hey, so
maybe a Mac app of the week.
It is DJ.
Right,
it's DJ for iPhone. It's in the top 3. It's free to download. He's already got this on his iPad. And basically it allows you to mix songs on your iPhone. So it makes your iPhone into a DJ deck. And let's see if I can load this song up. I'm not sure how you load. Oh, there we go. Hang on. So you can get to all your iTunes, all your music on your iPhone. So I'm just going to pick one quickly. You can actually go to the store from the app as well, so you can download songs. So say let's put that one on there. So it loads your song onto it. It starts playing it. And then you can add another one. You can have 2 songs. So it's basically just, this is what Robert uses when he does DJing. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. It's pretty copyright now. So I can just stop that and play the other one. Or fade it. So I can start playing that. And then fade. So yeah, that's DJ for and also actually I've just realised you can skip through the song at the top, so you can go to certain parts of the song. Also, there's a record button at the top as well, so you can actually record. I don't know if that's a premium feature though, let's try it. Nope, you can start recording. So you can save your recordings as well to your phone. So it's pretty good.
What's this app called?
DJ, so it's just the letter D and then JAY. And that's, I think that is global, I don't think that's just here. So it's a really good app though.
I'll check it now. Sure. Is it free?
Yep, it's free. You can actually, I've just found you can put effects on there. You can look at the beats per minute and stuff. You can put it on replay.
So I've got two here. I've got two options here. Is it DJ or DJ Mixer Pro?
Just DJ. I think Jacob's gone.
Okay.
Yeah, just DJ. Yeah.
The DJ one is actually $10.49.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yeah. Did you pay for it?
So I can actually move the song. Oh, you can move the little bar as well, like as if it's a record as well. I just realised that. So you can actually pull the bar.
So, is that free or is it paid?
This one's free. I don't know. It's DJAY. I don't.
Okay, well that's free from the App Store, and get it now. Mark, do you have an app of the week?
Sorry, no, I've not been using my iPod this week much, so
Elliot's talked a lot over the couple of weeks and shown everyone about Instagram alternatives. So if you don't want to use the Instagram editing, where you take a photo and then you kind of edit it, then you can use those apps. I got a bit distracted there. I was reading my emails and I got a tweet. Let's read this tweet. My app of the week this week is Instagram, and I've been using Instagram a lot lately. You can go follow me on Instagram. Do you have an Instagram, Elliot, Mark?
Yes, it's my YouTube name.
Mr. Mark UK1. Yeah, Mr. Mark UK1.
Right.
And Legend 894.
I'll go search that. Mr.
I think
Mark,
it is.
UK's one. I don't know if I'm following you at the moment. I'm probably not. I know you said for me to follow you one time, Mark, but then I said, I don't use Instagram. Well, now I do. And you've got a picture that was uploaded 2 weeks ago of a burger. From MacMania, it looks like.
Oh yeah, you had molten plastic. Yeah.
I'm now following Mark. There he is there. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm on an angle a bit there. There we go. There's Mark. And what was yours, Elliot?
Legend 894.
Alright, cool. Legend Elliot 94. So I'll just follow these guys here, and yeah, there we go. There's Elliot there, and I'll just click follow there. He's also got one of a burger. I don't know if it's from McDonald's though, but
no, that was one. I actually made that burger at home. That one.
Oh right, making burgers, nice. We're making burgers at school today. Anyway, yeah, I've been using Instagram a lot lately, and you can follow me. BevoB5 is my name. I've got a picture of my latest game here, but it's just really good, and I like how I use it a lot now because I've got my iPod Touch and I can upload good photos from my iPod Touch. But yeah, I've been using it a lot lately. I've got some pictures of myself, pictures of with mates, and I've got my iPod Touch there as well. I've got a picture of my iPod Touch. I don't necessarily like taking pictures with my iPad because it's a crap camera. There's one of my cat. By the way, my cat's still here. By the way, I should introduce you to my cat. By the way, there she is there. Wakey. Let's wake her up.
Why not, as you do?
But anyway, you might see her in the best bits when my sister comes in and says, "Can you take her in the shower?" So yeah, Instagram is my app of the week. It's a very good app to use. I don't just choose this just because I've been using this a lot. Well, I guess I have, but it's because it's a really good app and really good to work with. So Instagram is my app of the week for this week, and I think you should go get it now. Free from the App Store. It's free to sign up for Instagram. Please go download it now. Oh shit. Sorry, I just leaned on my laptop and because it's on an edge, so it doesn't go flat. Not go flat. Doesn't turn off. I have it on an edge. Okay, all right. I think that's it for MacMania for this week. Yeah, just remember 23rd of December is the Christmas edition, and yeah, prediction shows before that. The MacMania links, macmania@gmail.com. We've got macmania71.weebly.com. We've got twitter.com/macmania71, and we've got facebook.com/macmania71. Mark, do you want to start us off with your links?
Mr. Mike UK1 at youtube.com. Mr. Mike UK1 at hotmail.co.uk is the email. Facebook is Mr. Mike UK1. Twitter is Mark_UK and SimGuru Mark. And also, a special one, Mr. Mike UK1 at .web no, Mr. Mike UK1.web.com. I think it is. Also, this month in Symmetry will be coming this soon. I'm recording it this next week. My unboxing of Sims 3 Seasons is up on the channel. Go and check it out now. Comment, rate, subscribe, do whatever you want. Share it to your hobos, share it to your neighbours, whatever. Just check it out. And this month in Sims 3 episode 19 of Season 2 is going to be the best one ever. Go check it out sometime next week. Elliot, your links, please.
So youtube.com/legend894, facebook.com/legend894productions, legend894@gmail.com, and legend894productions.webs.com. There the and also the Twitter is twitter.com/legend894 as well. Same every week.
Yeah, same every week. And remember, both of those, Mark and Elliot have Sims 3 Seasons unboxings. I'll have a look at both of theirs after the show. But remember, Seasons is out, and if you are a Sims, guru like the pair of them, then you can go and see the unboxings. Now, you can go follow me on Facebook. You cannot follow me on Facebook. I keep Facebook very private. You can follow me on Twitter if you just go to twitter.com/@ep50. There's my Twitter right there. And you can see my tweets. Follow me and you can see my tweets and what I retweet and all that shit. And yeah, facebook.com/BevTV1, youtube.com/BevTV main channel, BevTV2, Bevis Productions, and twitter.com/ I think I said that, twitter.com/BevTV1, facebook.com/BevTV1. I think that's about it for my links, I think. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I said my Twitter, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Yeah, because I just showed it. Okay, that's it for MacMania for the 50th episode. We should add, and just to end the show. Mark, what's been your favourite? We've had a few big announcements over our 50th episode. We've had the iPhone 4S last year. We had the passing of Steve Jobs, which was not really an announcement. I shouldn't have really mentioned that, but we've had the iPad 3 this year. We had that education event. We had WWDC with the MacBook 15-inch Retina display. We had the iPhone 5, the iPad Mini, the iPod Touch 5th generation. What's been your favourite announcement over these 50th episodes, Mark?
The iPad, probably the iPhone 4S has been announced. That was exciting because Siri returned. Siri was born.
What about you, Elliot? What's been your favourite
announcement?
Or I guess surprising things happened.
I was surprised about the iPad Mini. I was surprised about that. That was probably a big thing. I wasn't expecting that at all. So, yeah. Mark, what is that?
Nice. I reckon my favourite. Yeah, stop sending me iMessages, Mark.
Mark, see doctor. See doctor, Mark. Jacob don't have a clue what we're going on about.
My favourite. Yeah, I don't know. I just got them all in. But anyway, probably my favourite is probably the iPod Touch because this is a very good device. The 4th generation was so good, and to bring out a 5th generation and make it so much better is just so good. So I think that's been probably my favourite thing. The iPhone 5 was really good as well, and I did like Siri as well. I don't know if I like really the iPad Mini. The very surprising thing was the iPad 4 we saw, and we saw an iPad 3 earlier in the year, so that was very surprising. But it's good to see things fast. Okay. That's it for our 50th episode on MacMania. We hope you've enjoyed it. 51 is coming up next Sunday on youtube.com/MacMania71. So until then, bye for now.
Bye.
Bye. What the hell is that?